Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Winn and you are tuned into Cooking with Winn. It was my boyfriend's birthday and being that carrot cake is his favorite, so I decided to make him a homemade carrot cake instead of buying him one from the store. If you are new to my channel, welcome and please do not forget to subscribe. For all my returning subscribers, welcome back and thanks for the continued support. So first thing first, you want to make sure your butter, your cream cheese, and your eggs are at room temperature. And go ahead and preheat your oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. In a large bowl, I'm going to be sifting my flour, my baking soda, my salt, and my ground cinnamon. And then I'll be whisking them together. So once I'm done with getting my dry ingredients ready, I will put this aside and move over to getting my wet ingredients ready. In another bowl, I'll be adding my eggs and I will use my hand mixer to mix them. You can use a mixer to make your cake or you can use a whisk. Either one is fine. Now that I'm done beating my eggs, I'm adding in my sugar and I'll continue mixing it together. After a few minutes of mixing my sugar into the egg, I add in my vanilla extract and kept on mixing. While still mixing, I went ahead and gradually poured in my vegetable oil. Once my wet ingredients was all mixed together, I went ahead and added in my dry ingredients little by little. Once the dry ingredients and the wet ingredients were mixed together, I went ahead and added in my grated carrots. So for the carrots, you can either use the grated carrot from the store or you can buy the whole carrot and grate it yourself. For me, I went ahead and grated the carrot myself. So once my carrot was fully mixed into the batter, I went ahead and added in my crushed pineapple. So for your pineapple, you can use the canned crushed pineapple or you can be like me and use a fresh whole pineapple and grate it yourself. So now that everything is mixed in together, I will set this aside and move over to getting my cake pan ready. I will be lining my cake pan with a parchment paper. You don't have to do that if you don't have a parchment paper. You can bake the cake without the parchment paper. Once my cake pan was ready, I went ahead and mixed my batter one more time before pouring it into the cake pan. Once I was done pouring my batter into the cake pan, this is how it looked. I will take this to the oven and bake it in the 350-degree preheated oven for 40 to 45 minutes or until a toothpick inserted comes out clean. Once my cake was ready, this is how it looked. I will leave it in the pan to cool for 10 minutes, and after the 10 minutes, I'll be transferring it to a baking rack to complete the cooling process. While my cake is cooling, I'll move over to getting my frosting ready. In a large bowl, I'll be adding my butter and my cream cheese. So for this part, it's important to make sure your butter and your cream cheese are both soft. I add in my vanilla extract. After adding my vanilla extract, I went ahead and mixed for a few more minutes and then add in my powdered sugar. Oh, by the way, guys, this is my daughter adding the powdered sugar into the pan. She wanted to do this part so bad, so I just let her do it. Every time making something, she always want to help. She's my little sous chef, guys. So I'll mix this for a few more minutes until my frosting is light and fluffy. Once my frosting was all done, I set it aside and moved over to preparing my cake. So I went ahead and evened the top of the cake, and once I was done evening the top of the cake, I added it to my cake bowl and I added my first layer of frosting on the top. Guys, I didn't realize that the amount of frosting that I added to the first cake was very little. When I was editing this video, that's when I noticed that the frosting was very small, but it was already too late. Once I was done adding my frosting to the top of the cake, I went ahead and add my second cake on the top. So I'll go ahead and crumb coat my cake. After that, I'll be taking it to the freezer for 15 to 20 minutes. After adding my first layer of frosting to the cake, this is how the cake looks. I will take this to the freezer for 15 to 20 minutes. After the timer was up, I took the cake out of the freezer, and now I'll be adding my second layer of frosting. So I'll just go ahead and repeat the same process. Once I'm done adding my second layer of frosting, I'll take this back into the freezer and let it stay there for another 15 to 20 minutes. After I took my cake out of the freezer for the second time, I'm just trying to smooth it as best as I can. It's not going to be as perfect as the professional baker, and that's okay. So for this cake, I'm just going with a simple and easy design. So I just went ahead and did this cute little design on the top of the cake. Once I was done doing the design, I tried to smooth the side one more time. Once I was done with that, I went ahead and decorated the cake by adding some of the cake crumbs to the top of the cake. So once I was done decorating the cake, this is how the cake looked. So once the cake was done, we went ahead and sang a birthday song and cut the cake. And after cutting the cake, this is how the cake looked. This cake was very moist and delicious, and it had the perfect amount of sugar. So this brings us to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoy watching this video. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel, like, share, and leave me a comment down below. I appreciate you guys for staying tuned to the end of this video, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video.